What's up? It's Brian Sapient, walking through Westchester with Margaret Downey and her assistant Chris, and of course me and Kelly here. But Margaret and the squad are getting together and trying to unite and find some ways that we can work together to help people in this country overcome religion and enforce the separation of church and state. And Margaret, if you're unfamiliar, is a legend in this realm. So do a little Google search for Margaret Downey, or go to www.fsgp.org. And we just got done eating, and she wants to take us over to the courthouse that was very important to her last year, I believe. And as soon as we get there, we'll get her on film and have her talk to us about it. Okay, here we are at the Westchester County Courthouse, right? Is this the Westchester County Courthouse, Margaret?
Yes, it's the Chester County Courthouse.
Kelly and I just got done vomiting after reading the sign up here, and Margaret will talk to us for a second about it. In fact, hopefully she doesn't get recognized while we're here, because I'm sure she walks through town and everybody knows her. But go ahead, Margaret, tell us what's going on here and your involvement.
This is the Ten Commandments plaque that we sued the Chester County Commissioners to remove.
Okay.
We were hoping that we could get this plaque removed, because as you can see, it is extremely religious.
Right.
And it is a plaque that specifically has wording for the Protestant religion. The Catholics do not have the same numbering or wording as this plaque. And also, if you look at this portion of the text, it specifically leaves out any reference to a very sacred part of the Ten Commandments in the Jewish religion. It has no reference to freeing my people from the bondage of Egypt. So it also specifically says things about keeping the Sabbath day, and it says, it makes references to servants, it makes references to condemning the jealous God, and the third and fourth generation. So it's extremely religious.
I didn't realize that honor thy father and thy mother was an actual law here in the States. Or that you shouldn't have any other gods before this one.
Or that you shall not covet your neighbor's ass.
Yeah.
Well, when we sued to have this taken down, we won our first round.
Okay.
But the commissioners decided to appeal that decision.
Okay.
So in the interim period, they covered the plaque with a facade that matched the facade of the courthouse.
Okay.
And this plaque then became the graven image. There were flowers and all of this.
Really?
Yes. There was an altar here with candles and
Makes sense. Makes sense.
and there were rallies all the time to save the plaque.
Right.
Now, we lost the appeal, and we lost it based on the fact that this plaque is 80-some years old. And so what the court basically told us was that the history of the plaque and how long it's been there trumped the constitutionality of separation
because
of
somebody broke the Constitution before, we should leave it there as a reminder that the Constitution was broken.
But also, the problem we had was that we couldn't prove that other people were upset about this prior to us filing the lawsuit. So what we were trying to tell the court was that it's so scary for someone to be a plaintiff in this situation. I got death threats. I was harassed for having been the plaintiff and one of the lead plaintiffs in this case. But also, we felt that the court had ignored the fact that not only was it intimidating for someone to become a plaintiff, but that was not the question. The question was constitutionality, not whether someone had filed a case ahead of us or had been upset about it for the 80 years that it was standing. So we really feel that it was an injustice. It also violates the current decisions at the U.S. Supreme Court levels right now, in that it stands alone. There are no other secular references around it. It has been used against us in different venues, such as people have been quoted in the newspaper that Chester County is a religious community, and they point to this as evidence of that. So we want to get rid of this. Our case is not over. We're going to reopen this case eventually.
So could somebody make like donations to the FSGP in order to help, or what can they do to help?
Oh, absolutely. We want to continue this effort to get rid of this plaque, and if we can't get rid of it, we want to put up our plaque. And our plaque would either be the Bill of Rights, or something like 10 secular reasons to uphold separation of church and state. We want to counter this plaque.
So basically something they won't do, right?
Something that would never be erected.
Right, yeah. All right, so check out www.fsgp.org, and you have just met my queen of atheism, Margaret Downey.